Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth Alpha 15. Last episode we did some more work on the castle. We finished up the first tower. I think we're doing pretty good in terms of the towers here. Like I said last episode, we're going to have to find a way to make these essentially accessible by all the Hearthlings in the area. So it's going to be like cutting out little holes in here and making ladders going up and everything like that. But we'll get to that in a future episode, more than likely. We had a comment regarding kind of our resource problem when it comes to... good lord, how much are we mining out? Oh, I remember why we're doing that. Essentially... Okay, let's take a look. Good lord. Can we sell some stuff? We absolutely need to sell so much stuff here. Get rid of all this. We can just make more of these if we need it. So let's just make room for the time being. We can get rid of like 10 of those, 10 of these, 10 of those. Good lord, we have too much stuff right now. Too much stuff indeed. Anything else that we can get rid of? We can get rid of some of these. Boosh. We kind of fixed it a little bit in terms of just kind of moving all the silkweed over here. So we have a pretty good stockpile if we ever do need it. What is this little cactus growing up here? Perfect. But we had a pretty good suggestion in terms of getting the rest of the stuff set up. So I think what we want to do is set up a little, like a shepherd area, right? And I think over here would be a pretty good place to do so. We want to make sure that it's somewhat, you know, similar, symmetrical, I suppose. So 3 and 6, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I guess we would start it right here. Seems like a good place. I'm pretty sure we can make this out of stone, right? I don't think it particularly matters what the fence is made out of in terms of like the shepherd zones. We're about to find out. That's for sure here. Can go one more, and I think that, yes, that will do indeed. And then we will simply box it up right here, just like so. Just like so. Probably put the gate on this side. There are some patch notes out recently. Oh, I guess we're out of fences. I guess we can put one more down here. Yes. So I have essentially our mason just pumping out fences and then fence gates for us at the same time. But essentially we're going to set up little pastures. Pastures? Yes. Animal pasture. It requires a shepherd. So let's take a look. We should have a shepherd. Is it a shepherd rod? Shepherd staff? One of the two. What do you need? A trapper needs to be promoted. Okay. Take a look at you. Level 2 trapper and a shepherd's crook. I'm pretty sure we have both of these at this point. Dangerous goblin appears. Do we have footmen in the area? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. I thought we had a shepherd crook at one point. Is it the carpenter that makes one? I believe so. Herbalist staff? No, we made that mistake once. Shepherd crook. We will make it. Are footmen seriously not here yet? There they are. Okay, perfect. Lord, our footmen are just absolutely worthless. Absolutely worthless. Okay, you did a great job. I'm proud of you. So set up all the fences over here. I think this is... Why? Is an unfired vase here? You can see that our area is getting kind of messy. And the reason being, like, I'm pretty sure this is accurate. Like, if I try to loot these, I don't think these will ever get looted, essentially. I think the logic is starting to break down a little bit in terms of picking up stuff. And that has to do mainly with having too many Hearthlings in the cities. As far as I can tell, like, once you cross that 20 Hearthling threshold, things start to get a little bit wonky on you. So you're still picking stuff up. I appreciate you. We'll see if we gain any headway with that. Still nothing there. I know we have tons of stone, so it's not a question of if we have the resources or not at this point. It's just a question of, is our mason doing what he's supposed to be doing? That's essentially what it boils down to here. Can we place these up here? Let's try to get these off the ground. Does that even look... I don't know. Let's put one right there. Let's just get these out of the stockpile at this point. That's how I feel about it. Okay, I guess you can just do that. That's fine too. Just like put them around, right? Like put one there. Do you have any? You don't have any up here? Okay, let's fix that. You have like a fancy house. I feel like you need flowers outside. That only makes sense. Yeah, we can just use the rest of them too here. I'll do one right there. We'll do one right here. You know, dress it up. You gotta dress it up every once in a while, you know? That should be fine for now. New music, still crushing it. Still feeling good about it. How are we doing? 7? Good lord. Our mason's about to get a ton of experience. That's the good news here. So he's gonna make 5 more. That'll give us our 10 quantity. So we should place the gates before placing more walls. Otherwise he will just not make the gates ever, because we'll just be placing walls and he'll be trying to... What are you doing right now, man? Pyro Shark? Don't let me down, Pyro. Don't let me down right now. Oh, a lot of you people are letting me down right now, I think. Okay, let's take a look. We still have a bunch of stuff we need to do here. We still need to make a bunch of steel ingots. Well, we can make 2. Enjoy! Daily update? We did it! I mean, may as well go up to 25, right? At this point, we've got nothing to lose, basically, so we may as well. Okay, you're at 11 now. We're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, see this stuff? Not being picked up at all. Oh, good lord. We may have gone too far in this playthrough. The Hearthling logic is just broken. Well, I'd like to get a shepherd set up at the very least. Okay, we're about to have gates. So I think this will be the end. These are parallel, right? Yes, perfect. Parallel. These are perfect. So we can take out like these 2 here. And we will simply switch these around like so. And once those move, that a gate should fit in here perfectly. Speaking of the shepherd, we should be able to promote our trapper at this point. Let's take a look at this, because we'll probably have to... Nope! You attacked over there, you're doomed. All of our footmen are there. Let's take a look at our trapper. You are now shepherd. Perfect. And then we'll have to promote somebody else to the trapper, which is fine. Absolutely fine. So you're gonna run over here, you're gonna grab this thing. Are you still for real chasing? Oh man, you guys. Almost did it. There it is. Absolutely crushed it. So that was the sound of somebody being promoted, so let's take a look here. Now we need to take somebody like... let's take you. We're gonna make you the new trapper. Click to approve. Indeed, we did. Let's take a peek. Put a gate on it. Yes. Perfect. And then what we can do here is simply finish this wall off. Like so. And now this area here will become our first pasture. And this should... Oh, don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that. Why red arrows? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's fine. Change of plans. We're gonna make it one more out. The things you learn by playing an alpha game, you know? Oh, I hope this doesn't mess up our whole deal here. Okay, so we'll move that. We'll move this. And then we'll have to place the rest from our inventory, which is no problem. We'll just do it like that, right? That makes sense. What? What? Okay, you're doing it. Okay, you're doing it. That's fine. We just need these two. Come on. Okay, you two. Perfect. Crushed it, you guys. You absolutely crushed it. And this will become... Yes, this will become our new pasture. So we can do sheep. I don't think we need sheep right off the bat, however. I think we're doing pretty good. Or we will be doing pretty good with this amount right here. So maybe we start with like pollos. Animal 02, that's perfectly fine with me. Let's put these other walls here when we get a chance to. They have improved the AI when it comes to shepherds. Like the animals will be less inclined to leave the pen once they're put in there. Maybe we speed up time. Maybe that helps us out a little bit. Why don't we do that? And then at the same time, gather all that silkweed up because we're gonna need it. We know we're gonna need it. Invaders approaching. Good lord, why? Attack command. It was really fortunate that it was lunchtime, so we actually have footmen in the area. Yep, getting crushed. Do you still have a wooden sword? Oh my gosh, okay. We need to help you out, basically. Let's take a look at our forge. Bolt of leather. We need lots of bolts of leather. Absolutely crush that combat. Feeling good about it. Bolt of leather, yes. Why don't we just make 10 of them? Why not? Our weaver needs something to do anyway, so I feel pretty decent about that. Now, as far as our shepherd goes, where is our shepherd? Let's take a look. Yeah, see, it's definitely getting a little bit wonky on us. Master Mason cart. I don't think we particularly need anything out of here. We could probably feel good about selling those. And these as well. And yes, these go for 35 gold. These are only 6. Let's see, we're good with that for now. You. Oh, you are doing it. Okay, so you're getting chickens. You're doing your job. I'm proud of you. In the meantime, I think we expand upon this again. So let's take a look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. So we should, in theory, let's turn that around, be able to say, I guess we can just expand this out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should give us enough room. Let's take a quick peek here. So this is gonna be 15. Yeah, that looks appropriate. Attack command again. Good lord. Can we just have like a footman hang out over here, please? I don't understand why they all come over here. I really don't. Is it? No, it's not because of the fire, is it? It couldn't be. That would be too weird. Okay, we can get out of that view now. I feel good about it. So this right here, I'm trying to roll my R's and it's just simply not working for me today. We should be able to build this wall up like so. And this gate, turn it around, turn around. Okay, so it should be able to go. That'll be 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. So this gate should go right here. And that'll finish up the second part of the pasture. Well, why are these chickens just... Okay. Well, they did do some work on the pasture. Whether or not it was super effective is yet to be seen. Did you pick up this looted stuff? There's hope. What's that in the distance? Hope. This is not a stockpile, you guys. Fix yourself. Let's take a peek. Steel can't do it. We can do one of those, so I think we do that immediately. I seem to recall mining out a bunch of this iron. Maybe we need to do more. Ooh, is that all that's left? No, absolutely not. Mine all of that out. Thank you. Mason level 3, about time. And then we had a dangerous goblin, didn't we? And we did, but you spawned over here, so you're doomed forever. Is there a camp over here? There is. Perhaps we take care of that. Perhaps that's a thing we do. We should still be building walls. Indeed we are. So we should be able to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we might have to scoot that over 1. That's fine. These should be the same size, right? That's the dream right now. These should be the same size. We'll move you there. Daily update. Didn't do it this time around, so still at 25. That's still pretty decent, though. I don't feel too bad about it. And it's nice to see that they're also able to still utilize like the loot commands. That's a pretty good sign that the game is still working at least marginally well. You will move that. Indeed you will. And now we should... Absolutely perfect. And this is going to be big enough, right? It is. It absolutely will be. Yes. A little concerned for a second. So 15 by 11, perfect. And why don't we just do sheep here? That's fine with me. So we got chickens now. Absolutely crushing it. Absolutely crushing it right now. So we'll get this going. We'll get this all built up and everything. So we'll have a bunch of animals that we can use to increase the food score if we ever need it. Mainly the sheep will probably be the priority, just because like these haven't regrown yet, so that's going to be pretty long in between harvests. But we need to get all this mined out. Well, they've mined it, but they haven't moved it, is the problem. This stockpile isn't full. Indeed it is not. What about this stuff? 32, 32, 30, yes. That is the issue we're running into. So, what I think we do is we go back to our mason. So those are 32s, these guys are 64s. Let's just make some of these and kind of be done with our inventory woes over here in terms of all the minerals, all the raw ores that we need. What are these things? Bronze breastplate. Okay, fair enough. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that, absolutely. In the meantime, meantime, an egg. We can consider expanding out the farm again. We can try to build like an entire thing of silkweed out here. Like, this isn't too bad in terms of like harvest duration. Like, we're getting a pretty fair amount out of there. I wonder if I do a loot command for just like these two, if they'll get around to doing that. Ooh, we'll have to see. A thief approaches. Crap. Came from the right way. Oh, no, you didn't. You're doomed. Chopper level 1, I just saw that we got. There's a lot of bad stuff out this way that I feel like we should probably come and take care of here. Like, this is a goblin camp out here. So they're going to keep attacking from this way, essentially. We can probably deal with that. A trader approaches the town. Nope. Don't need that at all. They're working on that. I say we come and crush this stuff. Potentially next episode. We should be good here. We got our sheeps. You gotta feel good about the sheeps, man. Can't hate on sheeps. Chests are what we need right now. Okay, let's take a look. So what is... This is probably the best way to go about it is just place one down, set the loot, or set the inventory rather, for just ore, and the bars of course as well. None, perfect. Ore and bars, go. So hopefully they'll clean up a lot of the stuff that's just kind of laying around at the moment. And hopefully that makes enough of an impact that we can kind of keep advancing forward here. So they're going to run around, they're going to pick up all the stuff that's kind of hanging out on the ground, and hopefully the stuff in here as well. I think what we do here is spend a little bit of time. It's getting towards the end of the episode, right? So let's take a look. So from the top of the windows, it's just 1, 2, 3 up from there immediately. Let's do a little bit of work here. So from the top, we're looking at 3 up, right? No. It'll never get old. It'll never get old. Okay. One more. Perfect. And it's actually just 3 all the way across no matter what we're doing, right? It is. So potentially we try to mix this up a little bit. Do something, just give it a little bit more something, right? So do one here, 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 one here. You get the idea. One everywhere, essentially. And this is going to be, like, we could feel good about doing 3 all the way across for the most part, and then just fix it at the end, basically. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let's just get this tower built up to where it needs to be, right? So we're gonna do 3 up there. Probably gonna do something here as well, like something like, I don't know, something like that maybe, just to give it something there. And that's gonna be 3 above here, perfect. And then 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Don't. And then 3 here, of course. Oh god, the zoom mechanics are just so wonky right now with this build. We'll do 3 here, and we're gonna fix this later. We're gonna make it look, you know, like the other tower, essentially. I just want to get it kind of started up here at the end of this episode. So 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Perfect. No. No. Fix that immediately. Come back here. Doot, doot, doot. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Daily update. We can feel pretty confident in saying that we didn't do it, indeed. And then for here, what do we do on this side? So from the base, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, and then 6 is the middle portion there. Good lord. Just like that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be something like this. Right? Does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. Doesn't it? Yes, because essentially what will happen is when we come back over here, and once we fix everything up like that, we'll go down 1, and then over here in the middle, we'll go down 1. Over here, we'll go down 1, and same thing over here once we get to that point. And then it's just basically adding the, for lack of a better word, just like the spires on all the sides here too. So we would just add one like here, we'd add one here, one here, one here. One here, one here. You get the idea, right? I think you do. Something like that. I dig it. So I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. Just kind of a, just kind of getting back towards the city portion of it a little bit here today. We're gonna do one of these days. We're gonna have to do a test, like build order on this thing, and see what we get out of it. It could be good. It could be bad. You never know. But it's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy, hit that like button. It does help out so very, 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 very much. And if you want to see more in the future, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until then, we'll see you next episode.